Yes. But I talk too much.
Don't forget to include yourself.
Okay. So what I wanted to talk about is the updating the product safety standards operation procedures for dating shelf life. That sounds really long and boring. But why is this important? 90% of the stores lose points on our OER because of expired products in the stores, which means across the nation, majority of the stores have expired product in their stores. This is important to ensure food quality for our customers, and we just don't want to have this case of foodborne illness because that just damages the brand. Nobody wants to order from somebody who has foodborne illness. So there's going to be some changes with the product dating operation procedures. So I kind of wanted to go over those really quick. So a couple of things. Food should be stored, rotated, and organized the same day that it is received. So we have to make sure that the food order is put away the same day that we receive it. We need to make sure that we use the day dotting system that we currently have in use to make sure that we're using the day dots on the products that's prepped. Food product in the container without an expiration date must be discarded at the end of use. So we need to make sure that we are dating stuff, because if it is not used, we need to throw it away at the end of the day. And the theory is if we don't know how long it is good for, it could be expired. Only food products approved by Domino's can be used in the stores, which means no outside food that we can buy at the grocery store. We cannot grow our own food. We cannot go to a vendor and buy onions at a local vendor. We have to use Domino's food.
Can I ask?
What's up?
What about if we run out of something?
In case of an emergency, we can make an exception, but we should always try our other stores first. Refrigerated food must be kept at 42 degrees or below. If it's kept above 42 degrees for more than 2 hours, we have to throw it away. So the big thing that this catches me on is when we're prepping. If we do not, and then drivers get pulled away for delivery, we have to keep it refrigerated. And then, obviously, regardless of the use-by date, if any reason the food does not look good, if it has a foul odor, if the appearance looks bad, if the bag is broken, we need to throw it away. Unopened food product, and this is where there's going to be some changes, needs to have a clear, I've got a little picture here, needs to have a clear expiration date dated on it. So right now we are currently marking all of our products with the receive date. We need to change to marking with a clear, bold, colorful marker with an expiration date. So we can look on the poster in the back that shows what the expiration date is for all of the product once it's delivered. I also have another printout that I got, and I'll just pass this around really quick. I saved this in the computer and I put instructions on how to get to it. This we can print up whenever we get the food order, and it's going to tell us how long everything is good for. So it will tell us how long the pepperoni is good for from date pulled from freezer, which is when it's put on the truck, which is the day that we get it, which is always the Tuesdays and the Fridays. We need to make sure that, and this is going to be something that we're going to have to keep an eye on, we're going to have to make sure that we're no longer dating stuff at the receipt date, we're only dating stuff at the expiration date. And the reason for that is so we don't look at a date and automatically assume that it's expired because it happened in the past. Okay? Unopened product by the manufacturer should have an expiration date. And then it tells us who's responsible for each of the products. So unopened frozen product should be dated by the supply chain, which is BNC. Unopened refrigerated product should be dated by the supplier. Unopened product in our coolers or in our make line needs to be dated by us. So if we take it out of the bag, we need to, or take it out of the box, we need to transfer the date to the bag. But ultimately, it's our responsibility to make sure all of our food is dated in the store. So when we receive our food orders, we need to make sure that we write the expiration dates on there. And I don't care if we double up on it and write the expiration date right next to the manufacturer's expiration date. Opened food can be transferred from its original container to a clean NSF approved container with an airtight lid. And then we need to make sure that we date it with the expiration date. This is something we're currently doing with the date dots, but we need to also make sure that we're doing it with the other products if we run out of prep, that we're making sure that we're dating it as we go. Refrigerated product prepped quickly to maintain temperature and returned to profit. Not even talk. Refrigerated product needs to be prepped quickly and returned back to the refrigeration unit so it does not go above 42 degrees. Open product must be dated with a day label. This is another important part. It needs to be dated with the date label facing out. So this is something that we currently do, but when we put it in the lock-in, it needs to have all the dates facing out. So the same thing goes with the expiration date on the boxes. We need to make sure all of the dates face out. I don't care if we write a date on all 4 sides of the box, or 6 sides of the box, how many ever it is. When dating open product, day 1 must be counted the day that you prep it regardless of time. So that means if we prep it at 10 a.m., it counts the exact same as if we prep it at 11 p.m. Okay? And open product must have the same date with the hour of the expiration. So, for example, if it's something that's good for 8 hours, such as pizza sauce, we need to write the hours on it, not just the date. Okay? Product in use. So, with this, majority of our stuff gets dated, and then that container stays with it in the make line. But what it talks about here is when we have the open product must be dated when it's put into use. So, for example, the dates change. Let me think of a good example. Pepperoni is good for 7 days. Okay, so once you open pepperoni, it's good for 7 days. Once you put the pepperoni on the top of the make line, it's only good for 2 days. So no product is good for more than 2 days on the top of the make line. Majority of the time, we don't keep product in the store for more than 2 days on top of the make line. But this is something that we're going to have to keep an eye on and possibly change the dates on for the product on top of the make line to make sure that it does not stay up there for more than 2 days. So that might be another change that we need to look into. In-use sauce should be scraped around the outer edges of the container to prevent product from drying out. So this talks about throughout the day, making sure that we're scraping the sauce buckets. If we're busy and we're blowing through the sauce, it doesn't make a difference. If there's an excessive amount of dried sauce on the container, the full product must be discarded and thrown away. So that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. Squeeze bottles must be dated and sanitized at the end of the day. So, and then at the end of the store's business day, product at the top rail of the make line must be removed and stored in the cabinet or the walk-in with an airtight container. And then expired food must be discarded at the end of the store's business date for whatever date it is expired. We cannot keep the food in the store the following day. If something expires on Monday night, we cannot just say, I'll just throw that in the walk-in and throw it away the next day. We need to throw it away that night. Any questions? It's all pretty cut and dry. Thank you.